Welcome to the table. Place your bets, please.
All right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the table. All right. So I got a new system here. I've been using this for quite a while now. I've been using this a lot, and I've been very successful with it. However, I haven't played it in a while, I'll be honest. But the system, with this, I would go with a $381 bankroll that will get you through, I think, six spins. All right, so, and hopefully you don't use up the 6 spins. So what I do is I put a dollar, and a dollar. And then anything from 19 to 36 will be a $2 win. Anything from 13 to 18 is a push. And then anything 12 or under, including the zeros, is a loss. All right, and let's go ahead and spin. Now you could come with a bigger bankroll and go with $10 units if you feel a little more jumpy. But if you got a little more punk in your step in your punk, whatever you want to call it. But that was a $2 win. So what we do with that is we just rebet and spin again. We take $2 at a time. We'll be happy with that as long as we keep winning. Why not? That's another win. Another $2 win. I'll take it. Now you could be up $40 if you play with $10 units, but don't forget you have to increase your bankroll for that. And if you have it, that's great. If not, this is a good system, and just going up $2 at a time is fine. That's a push. That's fine. With a push, we just rebet and spin. We don't do anything. And don't forget, when you're at a casino and you're sitting at the roulette wheel, you could get all the drinks you want. This, obviously, you can't play this on a table. If you play dollar units, you have to take this to the ball. All right, so now we lost. So what we're going to do is we're going to increase the bet. We're going to double the bet. And now we'll win $4. Break even or lose, like we just did. All right, so we're going to rebet. And we're going to double it again. And we're going to go ahead and spin. Now we're down $5. All right, that's a 36. That's a win. So what we do with a win is we don't take it all the way back down. We take one of the bets off. So we're going to take back $2 and we're going to go back to the 6, the previous bet, and spin. All right, that's a 21. That's another win. Now we're going to go back to the original bet, which was $3, and we're going to go with the spin. All right, and 28, black, that's a win. All right, so we'll just take $2 at a time. I'll play that all day long if they want to give me $2 until midnight. 22, that's another $2 win. Okay, we're going to rebet. Let me take my bonus here. All right. Now we're going to just rebet and spin because we won. All right. And that's a 0. That's not good. All right. So that's okay, though. We got the bankroll. Okay. Now we're going to double it and we're going to spin. We're up $8. All right. That's a 23 red. That's another win. So we're going to take it back down again. 1, 2, 3. We're going to take it back down to 3. And we're going to push our luck here and spin it. And that's a 14. That's a push. It's not going to do anything to you. Only get you comp credits. All right. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to rebet and spin because we didn't win. We didn't lose. All right. And that's a 27 red. That's good. We won. Wanted to hit that 0. All right, and we're going to just rebet and spin because we won. We're only up $14, but remember, you can cash out anytime you want. And if you were playing $10 units, you'd have to increase your your bet probably to 3,810. And then you can play this system with $3,810. And you can win big. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to rebet and spin. Whoops, we don't want to take one off. So we're going to rebet and spin. Yep. So now you'd be up $160 with the $3,810 bankroll. All right, that's a 10. That's a loss. Rebet, and we're going to double, and we're going to spin. All right, and then that's a 30. That's a 30. That's a win. We'll take that win. Okay, so now we're going to rebet. We're going to take away with the last bet, and we're going to spin. All right, that's a 19. That's a 19. That's another win. We'll take these wins all day or all night long, whatever you're working. All right, that's a 33 black. That's another win. So we're going to take that win, and we're going to go back down. We're just going to rebet and spin because we're at the base level now. That's a 32. That's another win. All right, look at all those high numbers. All right, so we're going to rebet and spin. This is how it usually goes, but it can go the other way and get all low numbers. Okay, that's a low number. We lost that. So what we're going to do is we're going to rebet, we're going to double, and we're going to spin. And let's see if we get a win here. That's a 34. That is a win. So we won $4. So what we're going to do is we're going to rebet, and we're going to take it down to $3 and go back to the original bet. And that's a $24 profit now. 22. That's another win. So we'll take another $2 to add to the 24. That's good. Okay, so we're going to rebet, and we're just going to rebet and spin because we won. So we're up $26 now. That's a 15. That ain't going to hurt you. It's just going to give you comp credits. That's all it's going to do. All right, and we're going to rebet, and we're going to spin. All right, and there you go. There's another win. Another win, another $2. We'll take it. All right, and then we're going to rebet, and we're going to spin. And that's a 21 red. That's another win. We'll take $2 at a time all day. All right, and we're just going to rebet and spin. We're slowly but surely we're getting up there. 26. That's another win. So we're going to rebet and spin. All right, and that's, let's see what we got. All right, that's a 23. That's another $2 win. Going to rebet and spin. It's a 34 red. All right, that's an 8. That's a loss. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to rebet. We're going to double it, and then we're going to spin. All right, and that's a 17. That's a push. So that's not going to do anything to us but increase our comp credits. And now we're at a $6 bet on comp credits. All right, and we're going to spin because we didn't lose, so we're just going to rebet and spin. And that's an 11. That's a loss. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to increase the bet. We're going to double it, and then we're going to spin. All right, let's see what happens here. That's a 31. That's a win. So now what we're going to do is we got an $8 win. What we're going to do is we're going to rebet. We're going to take it down to the last level, which was $6, and then we're going to bet again. Now we got a $33 profit, and that's another win. That's good. And that's a $4 win. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the base level. And we're back to base level. And we are up $37. We walked it all the way down. And that's a 15. That's not going to do anything but give us comp credits. So rebet, and we're going to rebet, and we're just going to rebet and spin. And see what happens here. All right, that's a 28. That's another $2 win. We'll take $2 wins all day long. All right, that's 39. I know some people don't want to sit there and creep up this slow, but you know, that's not that much of a risk. And that's another $2 win, so we'll take that. And then we're just going to rebet and spin. Now we're up $41. All right, that's an 8. That's a loss. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to rebet, and we're going to double that, and we're going to spin.
Pew pew.
And that's a 33 black. All right, and that's a 33 black. That's a $4 win. So we're going to rebet, and we're going to, that was a win. So we're just going to take it back to the $3 mark, and we're going to spin. Now we're up $42. 22, that's another win. You could play any size unit you want, just know to adjust your bankroll accordingly. But this is just basically to show you how it works. But you can use any bankroll you want. You could go $5 units and go with a bigger bankroll, which would be probably half of 3,000, and then you'll be winning $10 at a time. All right, so now we lost. So what we're going to do is we're going to rebet, we're going to double it, and we're going to spin. All right. And that's a 34 red. That's another win. So we're going to rebet, and we're going to spin. Rebet. Nope, we're going to clear one out. We're going to go back to the original bet. And now we're up $45, and we're going to, at original bet, that's a 17. That's a push. It's not going to do anything to you, but get your comp credits. So we're going to rebet and spin. All right, and that's a 20. That's another win. All right, so we're going to rebet, and we're just going to rebet and spin. All right, that's a 33 black. All right, and that's a $2 win. Rebet, and we're going to rebet, and we're going to spin. Another $2 win. So we're just going to go up $2 at a time. That's another $2 win. So we're going to rebet and spin. We're up $51. All right, that's a 23. We're up another $2. I haven't gotten really high enough to really show you what this system can do, because I need to we need to have some losses, and there's one as I say it. All right, not that I want to lose my entire bankroll, because I definitely don't, but in order to see how this system will make you money quick, you got to go up in the ladder. There you go. We're starting to build a ladder now. So now we're going to rebet, and we're going to double again, and we're going to spin. The bigger the ladder, the more money you're going to win coming back down. You make money coming down the ladder. Okay, there you go. There's a win. So I got $8 there. And then we're going to rebet, but we're going to go back to $6 now. All right, and then we're going to spin. And this should be a $4 win if I win here. There's 24. That's a win. So now we're going to go rebet, and we're going to take away and go back to the original bet. Now we're up $56. The higher I go up on that ladder, the better. But 21, you don't want to go too high because you don't want to lose your bankroll. So that was a win. So we're just going to rebet and spin. All right, and this will be 25. That's another win. Now, if you were using $10 units, you'd be up $600 right now, and you could walk away from the casino. And you didn't, as you saw, you didn't come close to losing your bankroll. All right, that's a push, so that's not going to hurt you. It's only going to get you comp credits. So you'd be up $600 right now, but maybe on tomorrow on the next video, which will be launching tonight after this one, I'll do $10 units, and then the last video I'll do $100 units, and I'll set a goal of what I want to make, so that I don't go bankrupt. Don't want to lose my 8,894,000. That's for sure. Okay, and so we had another win, so we're just gonna repeat the bet and go. All right, that's an 11. All right, that's a loss, so we're gonna rebet. We're gonna double, and we're gonna spin. That's a 27. That's another win. So we're going to rebet, and we're going to go back to the original because we won. And let's see what happens. That's a 7. That's a loss. So we're going to rebet, and we're going to double, and we're going to spin. That's a 34 red. That's a win. Rebet and spin. I don't know why I'm saying the color, but the colors don't even matter in this game. All right, that's a 30. That's a win. All right, we're just going to keep rebetting and spinning. That's a 25. That's another win. We'll just take these wins all day long. Oh, you know what? I forgot to go back down. Why didn't someone tell me? All right, anyway, we're supposed to be at the base level again, but that's okay. We won some money, and I wish I didn't. I wish we would have taken it down, but I took it down at the exact right time. So we're going to rebet, and we're going to double, and we're going to spin. That's a 5. That's another loss. So we're going to rebet. And let's get up this ladder a little bit. That's a 12. Let's go up one more. I'd like to go up at least one more. One or maybe two more, but it didn't happen. So we're going back down the ladder again. So we're going to rebet. And we're going to we're going to go back down a step. And we're going to go ahead and spin. That's an 18. That's a push. That's not going to hurt me. It's just going to get me comp credits on a $6 bet. All right, so we're going to go ahead and just spin again because we didn't win. We didn't lose. All right, and that's a 32. We won again, so we're going to go down another step again. And we're down on the bottom. We're on the floor again. All right, so we're just going to keep sitting on the floor until we make a loss, and that's a push. That's not going to hurt me. That's only going to get me comp credits. All right, and I'm going to rebet and spin. That's a 22 black. All right, that's another win. Rebet, and we're going to double. Nope, no, I'm not going to double. We just won. All right, we're just going to rebet and spin. All right, that's an 8. That's a loss. Now we're going to double. All right, so we're going to rebet. We're going to double. And we're going to spin. And a good thing to keep in mind, too, if you're going up only $2 units, it's slow and steady. But remember, casinos know that the longer you play, the more chances of them of getting their money from you. So, with that being said, it might be better to just go in with $100 units and bam, make a $200 bill and then walk out of the casino. I thought about that too. I had lots of thoughts of that. But this is for the sake of the video. What I do, I'm just doing this to show you how long it can last. And there's a 0. We got to go up the ladder one step. Let's go up the ladder one step. So that's one step right there. And we're going to spin. All right. And that's an 18. That's another push. It's only going to get me comp credits. Rebet and spin. All right, that's an 18. That's another push. So that's more comp credits, okay? All right, and there's my credits. See, they gave me my comp credits right there. All right, and we're just going to bet and spin because we didn't win, we didn't lose. That's a 27. That's a win. So we're going to take one step back off the ladder, and that is one step down. Now we're back on the floor. And we're up $81. Okay, that's another win. That's another $2. Now we're going to rebet and spin because we won. Now anyone could walk at this point or they can stay. So that's a $3 loss. So we're going to rebet and we're going to double it and we're going to spin.
Pew pew.
All right, that's a 3. That's another loss. Let's go climb this ladder. The higher I go, the more money I make coming down. All right, and this is another spin. That's another 7. Good, good. I know it sounds like a horrible thing to say, but no, I'm going up the ladder. I'm glad. All right. Don't want to go too high. I don't want to get too close to that, losing my bankroll. But that's good. All right, I'll go up another step. No problem. So we're going to rebet. We're going to double. All right, and then we're going to spin. Now just think, if I make the completion coming down the ladder again, it's going to be a good one, especially now because I just lost again. All right, now we're going to just rebet. We're going to double it, and we got 2 more chances. And we're down $10 now. And that's a, ooh, wow, this is killing me now. All right, now, I didn't want to go this high on the ladder, but this is my last spin. If I win, I'm going to start my descent. If I lose, I'm going to just take my losses. Hopefully, we don't lose. That's a 14. That's a push. And that's a push. That's only going to get me good comp credits with a $192 bet. Actually, did I go up again? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Oh, I was supposed to double that, or was that my double? I think I was supposed to double again. No, maybe not. No. Let's start from the beginning. We're going to go back to the $1, but we're not going to bet that. I'm just bringing it down so I could double the amount of times I need to double. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to play 1 and 1. And then that's the second one. And then we go up $2 more. And then we have to go 3 more times, right? So 1, 2, 2, and all right, we got to put $48 down. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Where am I? All right. It's 1, 1, and 1. Then I lost, so I add 1. Then I lost again. Now I got a 3 and I lost again, so I add 2, 2, and 2. Then I lost again with the 7, so I would go 4, 4, 4, and 4. And then I do 3 of these. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, I was right. Okay. And that's it. And then this is do or die. All right, let's do it or die. You need a high number. 28. We did. Okay. All right, so we did win, but we're probably not in. We're not in session, and we're climbing down the ladder. So we're gonna rebet, and we're gonna come down one cycle. So 25. We're gonna take off that. All right, we're gonna try it again. I hope we win again. 13. Okay, that's a push. We can take that. Now with a push, we're just going to reset and bet. So you'll see how good this comes out. If I make it all the way back down the ladder, then there you go. There's another one. It's good. Now we're going to rebet, and we're going to take another one away. I know a lot of you are probably saying, well, why don't you just take everything back and just start all over again? But I want to get the big win because I'm actually in session profit at this point. But that's an 8. That's a loss. This is why sometimes it is a good idea, if you want to play it safe, to go ahead and if you want to play it safe, you go ahead and you wipe it out clean and you go back to the beginning. Because now I'm back. Now I'm at the mercy of this thing again, and it's another do or die situation. But you'll see. I won't. I didn't lose as much though. But anyway, I'm going to lose. Okay, now that's a 35. All right, so that's a win. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go down the step ladder. I know you're probably thinking, why don't you go all the way down? But I get greedy. All right, and you can go down all the way if you want. 28, there you go. So now I got another win. So I'm going to rebet. And I'm going to go down another step on the ladder. I know, and you're thinking, why don't you just go all the way down, Lenny? You're $134 ahead, because you'll see. 21, another step down. Okay, and look at that. Look at that. This is why I want to go down step by step. All right, I go down another step. But now I'm back down to $24, so that's not bad. So, and I'm up $166, and now, bam, I won again. So now I just won another $16 added to that. So now I'm going to rebet, and I'm going to go down another step on the ladder. And down to 12 again. I'm almost back to the beginning. This is up. I lost. Okay, that's okay. All right, I go up another step. So down 3 and up another one. But that's okay. 24, and we're going to go ahead and spin. That's a 35. That's a win. All right, and we're going to rebet, and we're going to come down a step. Back to 12. And we're going to spin again. And this, I believe, will be an $8 win if I win here. And that's a 2. That's a loss. So what we're going to do is we're going to rebet. And we're going to double it. And we're going to spin. We're going to come down the whole ladder. All right, that's a 16. That's a push. So that's only going to get us comp credits. Now we're going to spin again, because we didn't win or lose. So we're just going to spin again. That's a 3. That's another loss. All right, so we're going to rebet. We're going to double, and we're going to spin. All right, and we're still up $150. All right, that's a 14. That's a push. We'll take it. That's just giving me comp credits. Okay, and then we got $150 still. And that's another push. More comp credits. So we're going to rebet, and we're going to spin. This is on a $48 bet. 25. All right, that's a win. So what we're going to do is we're going to rebet. We're going to come down the ladder a little bit. And we're going to spin. Now we're up $24. $24 bet. And that's a 22. That's another win. So what we're going to do is we're going to rebet. And we're going to take one off. We're going to come down the ladder one more step, which is $4 on each. Back to 12. Got to make it back down this ladder. This is the fun part. 12. Okay, that's a loss, so we got to go up another step. Rebet. Okay, and we're going to double it. We're going to go up another step, and let's see. 3. All right, that's another loss, so we're going to rebet. We're going to double up. We're going to go up another step, and we're going to go. All right, that's a 32. That's a win. That's a $32 win. So we're going to rebet, and we're going to come back down another step. We're going to spin. All right, that's a 15. That's not going to hurt us. It's only going to give us comp credits. So we're going to rebet and spin. That's another loss, obviously. So we're going to rebet, double, and spin. And we're at a $48 bet. Just think about all that comp credits. 17. All right, that's another push. That's just going to give me more comp credits. Rebet and spin. Now, if you're playing $10 units, you'd be up $1,700 right now, and I would advise you to leave. I wouldn't have bet that last one. I would have probably left a lot long ago, to be honest. All right, and so what we're going to do here is we got another loss, so we're going to double it again and spin. It's all right. The higher we get up on that ladder and you keep going up and down, that's how you make money. All right, and that's 1. That's not good. All right, so we're back in that situation where it's do or die. All right, so we're going to spin. All right, we got a do or die. Do or die situation. Okay, that's a 15. That's a push. That's only giving me a comp credit with a $192 bet. So we're going to go ahead and spin. It's going to bring up my average bet way up. That's a 34. Yes, we got the win. So now we start declining back on the ladder. All right, and we're going to spin. We're up $154. Hopefully we get another win. There you go. There's another win. So let's come down another spot on the ladder. All right. But you see, playing the ladder, going up and down the ladder, that's what you want. You want up and down, up and down. You don't want to just stay at that base level all day. It'll take you forever to get to your goal. All right, so now we're going to rebet, and we lost, so we're going to double, and we're going to spin. That's how you make money, by going up and down, up and down, up and down. And that's a down, that's an up. Going to go back up again. Now we're going to be back in the situation where it's do or die. All right, and this is a do or die situation, and oh, we died. All right, so that is the end of the video. And I only lost 118. I brought a bankroll of $381, and I only lost 118. But as you could see, I might have had a good opportunity to come back and win. Matter of fact, let's just see what would have happened if I would have stayed. If I would have stayed, if I had a bigger bankroll, that's a 12, we would have lost. So we would have been up another one. And let's rebet and spin. Let's see what would happen with the next spin. 11, we would have lost again. We would have lost another 2. We probably would have lost our entire bankroll. Let's give it one more shot because we might not have, it depends on how much money you brought in your bankroll. All right, so that was a push, so we got to do it again. Whoops, no, we're going to clear that. We're going to clear that out. I don't want to lose it now. Okay, and we're going to spin because that one was a push. 9, that would have been another loss. So you probably would have lost your bankroll if you would have brought even more, if you would have brought a $3,000 bankroll. But I don't know where you would have been at. But anyway, thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and please, please, please share this video. Thank you. Have a good day.